let's put it this way. You had Charlie, George, and Ernie, and myself, 4 of us, all were in the Navy, and we all returned safe.
Yeah.
Right.
And you guys did meet up once in Pearl Harbor too, right? At least?
Pearl Harbor. I ran into my cousin, Harvey.
Harvey, that's right.
Harvey Weisgerber. He was a plumber. And when he was 39 years old when the draft board got a hold of him, and they said to Harvey, they gave him a choice. If you want to go in and be a soldier or a sailor, you know, you're kind of old, but we'll take you in. Or if you want to work in the Navy yard, even if it means overseas, you won't have to go into the service. So Harvey decided to go into the be a civilian pipe fitter. I mean, being a plumber, they put him in that part of it, you know. And he went to where was it? What's the out in San Francisco there?
Mare Island?
Yeah. No, Mare Island's up the way. Oh gosh. Anyway.
Hunters Point?
Hunters Point, that's the place. And he was working there. Then they shipped him out to Hawaii, and he worked in the Navy Yard out there. But Harvey was a workhorse, and Harvey couldn't sit still if he was doing a job. And these, you know, the Hawaiians are not exactly 90-mile-an-hour workers, you know. And they say, Weisgerber, slow down, slow down, slow down.
So that's why you have the whole story about trying to find him a uniform.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't in the military, but you wanted him to share in your whatever, so
right.
you got...
Okay, I had, in Navy, in the submarine base, there was a big building, and they had a big chow hall. And he came over one day, and they asked the chief if I could take my cousin around. He wants to get some clothes, so I took him to small stores. And I had a chief's hat on. I was only second class electrician, but when you're just, you know, work shirts and that, anybody can be anybody, you know. But anyway, I'm taking Harvey into the small store. What do you need, Harvey? Well, I could use some underwear. I give him some underwear. And what else you need? You need a couple work shirts. Give him that. And a couple pair of pants. How about shoes? I need a pair of shoes. Okay. So he comes all out with, he says, you sure this is all right? Harvey, don't lose any sleep. So anyway, we get back to the Navy yard, building that they had, submarine people. And I says, Harvey, it's time for lunch. You hungry? Yeah, I'm hungry. And he's walking around. He's got the, what do you call them? The
overalls?
Not a coat, but one of the hot, with the, you know, the, you know, work clothes that, you know, what are they?
Tank tops.
Yeah, well, you know, with the, you know, the thing in the front and all that. So he's got his cap.
Overalls.
Yeah, overalls, that's it. So anyway, I said, Harvey, how about lunch? You like lunch? Yeah. And I have these 2 tickets, so I know I can get in. But he says, gee, I'm not in the Navy, and you're older. I don't even have Navy. Harvey, put your hat in your pocket, hold on to the clothes, give the guy the ticket, and just follow me. So he's you know, Harvey's all worried about somebody's going to tell him. Sat down, Harvey had a nice big meal. He ate real good. He had shoes. He had all kinds of clothes to wear. He was happy. So what he did, he got a bottle of Island rum or something once a month, I think, and Harvey didn't touch the stuff. So I got the booze. Oh.
So then how did you, so you went through the war and everything, and then when or how did you find out that your boat was going to be in the harbor for the surrender?
Well,
oh no, I'm sorry.
Before we get that far,
yeah,
where was the boat? What were you guys doing when the Japanese officially said to the U.S., we quit?
You know, yeah, well,
before the official signing.
We were running off of the Kurile Islands up in northern Japan. And you'd think we were an army submarine because everybody had khaki pants and heavy shoes and khaki colored muff, you know, what is it? Yeah, that you put on your bed, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
blankets and things?
You know, it's like a, what is it? Like, it's a heavy thing you put, you know.
Wool.
Sheets?
No. This is on the top. You put it on. You gave me
Comforter?
comforter, all right. So,
Okay.
yeah. So, I mean, everybody was, we were off there and running the patrol, and next thing we know, we went into the Japanese, I guess it was the Japanese Sea, and we were only in there a short time when we heard that Russia had declared war on Japan, so we had to get out of there because there was no recognition, we had no recognition with the Russians. They would shoot at us just as they would the Japanese submarines, so we had to get out of there. So then we went out of there, and we came across a couple of sampans, I guess, and the old man wanted to knock them off, and everybody that were what they called, you know, get ready for service battle, you know. So we fired on them, and they must have wrecked the Ark conning tower or something. Plus, our officers were able to hide behind it, but this one kid, Winton, he was a nice kid from upstate New York. He was, we had poles that they could put the mount a 50 caliber machine gun, and that's what he was, and he got one right through the throat. That was the end of Charlie. We buried him later on in the afternoon. Another kid, Ken Storm, I think he was from Chicago. He got whacked too, but he got it just here, just hit his lip. The bullet went right by him. So at supper time, he's sitting there at dinner with the patch on his lip. You know?
So these sampans, they were definitely all set for battle.
Oh yeah, well they had guns on them, you know. They got smart too. You know.
But you weren't on the surface for the surface battle. You were still down in.
Yeah, well I was still in maneuvering.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Although when they were gonna, they fixed up wet Charlie to dump him over the side. I wanted to go up there, but they had too many up there. They wouldn't. So, I mean, I was like a father to him. He was a young boy, you know.